Hello. It's been a minute. Let's put these books down somewhere. Oh, it's been a minute. It feels like forever. Hello, my loves. How are you doing today? It's been a while. It's been a long while. But yeah, I took a break. I didn't do a video, so I kind of felt like some people will not notice it. Actually, I need my microphone. Okay, right. So as I was saying, I took time off just to kind of have a bit of a rest. Around the same time, I started feeling unwell, especially I felt like my heart rate was a bit too fast, and it, after a while, it kind of got worse. I was having sort of general symptoms that makes you feel like you're not feeling too well, but I think it got worse when I felt like I was having tremors, like body tremors every now and again. So I remember I used to text my husband saying I feel tired. I think tiredness was like, oh, and that actually give it away for me, because generally I'm a very strong person. I'm that kind of person who can stand at that party and dance from the start of the party to the end and not get tired. I'm that kind of person who can be cleaning the house from morning to evening and not get tired. So this kind of tiredness, this kind of fatigue was extra for me. It really was extra. So I remember I used to text my husband during lunchtime, and I'd be telling him things like, sweetheart, I'm just tired. I feel very tired. But I kind of felt like maybe I was lacking something, like I was lacking, I don't know, vitamin D or something like that. So one of the days he was like, let's just go to the walk-in and check you out. So we went to the walk-in, and the guy did, the general checks, and he was like, your heart rate's a bit too fast, and unfortunately we don't do ECG here, so I'm gonna have to send you to A&E. So I was like, okay. He was quite apologetic, funny enough. He was like, I'm really sorry, I have to send you to A&E. And I said to him, look, whatever it takes for me to be well, because I don't feel well in myself. There's no point me going back home if I don't feel well. So anyway, we went to A&E, was there about 7-ish, and I actually got home 3 a.m. You know what A&E is like. It was just crazy. But yeah, they did all the tests, and when the doctor came, she was like, your thyroid levels are not looking like it should be, so we're going to refer you. So they did a referral. She was really nice. She was a nice young lady. The first time I actually learned about hypo and hyperthyroidism was from this young Nigerian doctor. So she kind of explained to me, and she was talking about symptoms that I was experiencing anyway. So I was just like, okay, it all makes sense. So anyway, did the referral. Within a short time, I heard back from them. They were, honestly, this is the first time I've actually been unwell with something that I've kind of had some form of a diagnosis. Never been on medication. I've never sort of been on anything. But the NHS, was amazing, because everything was like boom, boom, boom. They were calling me in, they were doing the test. The doctor who saw me, he sat with me in there for like 45 minutes explaining to me what it is, and the fact that who gets it and why. And basically he's like, it can happen to anybody. We have not been able to crack why people get it, even though sometimes they say things like family history, if there's somebody who's had it in the family, but apparently, according to research, it can happen to anybody, especially women, even though it happens to men, but women are more prone to it. So he's like, it can just come on, pretty much. So yeah, he was like, we need to get you sorted. We need to get medication for you to start you with. So the medication was carbimazole and propranolol. And that is just to stabilize the thyroid so that they can look at permanent treatment. So either surgery or something called radioactive iodine treatment, which is the main treatment on which this video is based. Because prior to going to do it, I was kind of having a look to see what's out there, and I couldn't really see much. Anyway, I ended up seeing some videos, but it was more to do with radioactive iodine treatments for thyroid cancer patients. And hyperthyroidism is different from thyroid cancer. They're different. Sorry, it's just my phone bleeping. So it's the same sort of treatment, but the ones for the thyroid cancer is higher. So the doctor actually explained to me, yes, he was like, what the thyroid cancer patients take is about 10 times what you're taking, but they are both highly radioactive. Like even when you take the lower dose, it's still radioactive. So they put me on the medication, and then after a good few weeks, I was like bouncing back. All that fatigue or the tiredness or all of it was gone. But they did say that it's not a long-term fix. They don't really want to put you, because the doctor said you can be on it, but if we take you off, I don't know, maybe a year's time, the thyroid's likely to flare up. So I kind of knew that they were going to do treatments. Anyway, one of the other signs, apart from feeling tired and palpitations and tremors and all of those things, you can also notice that you've got like a bit of a lump in the neck area. So I've got one. If somebody doesn't really know me, they might not realize it, but I have got one there. It's not too big, but it was, I didn't even realize until the doctor was like, lift your neck up, and he did all of that. And then I noticed. And yeah, so I got the medication, and then after a while, whatever period they've given me, I have been called in to do the treatment. So I've got videos, some footages that I took on the day, and what happens on the day and how you feel. And I think the most important thing that I really wanted to put out in this video is that the process is not as scary as it may sound. When you've done it, you are a danger to other people, but you don't feel like you are not in danger of yourself, if that makes sense. So the radioactive iodine is very targeted just to the thyroid. So if I need a treatment, then I should be the only one exposed to that radioactivity. It doesn't target any other organs. But if I go close to somebody else who has no issues with thyroid, who does not need thyroid treatments, then this radioactive iodine is going to target their thyroid. I need to come back because my battery is...
This is former NFL great Ocho Cinco and his mom's last chance for survival.
Let me turn the volume down. So technically, this is day one, okay? And the plan is just to take short videos of how it's been, and how I'm feeling in some of the days, just kind of talk through what I'm feeling. So the biggest thing is I'm having to isolate for 28 days. But after the first 10 days, they tell you can have 15 minutes with close family. It's only day one, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel. There's a whole thing about hormone replacement, but the doctor actually said to me, it depends, not everybody would need it. So I'm guessing when they test me, they will let me know. If you are constantly feeling extreme fatigue, like proper tiredness, that you cannot really tell where it's coming from, especially for women, because sometimes we just want to carry on and, do things. If you have these feelings that you can't really explain, like you feel very lethargic, very tired, very drained, very weak, and then you're probably getting all these palpitations, sometimes, tremors and things like that, you need to get yourself checked. And if you happen to see anything that looks a bit lumpy around the neck area, you also need to get it checked. Because our thyroid plays a very, very important role. And I don't know if I said this already, but the thyroid is an organ. It's shaped like a butterfly, and it's at the front part of our necks. And it basically controls our body temperature, our metabolism, and our heart rate, almost. Like it keeps the balance. And that's what makes you feel energetic and okay enough to kind of move around and do things. So when it goes up or down, then it's going to put things out of place. But once it's sorted, once they sort you out, you're good to go and you're fine. At this moment, I am trying to be very optimistic. I know like a lot of things, people are like, how are you going to isolate for 20-something days? And I know in my head that it's not going to be the easiest thing, but I just want to try and make good use of this time as much as I can. I hope this video helps whoever has either been diagnosed of hyperthyroidism or is going to have radioactive iodine treatment. Right, okay, I need to round this off because it's bedtime for the kids. And, okay, bedtime for the kids, so I'm going to go and we do bedtime stories not to them directly, we do it on the phone, on FaceTime and stuff like that. So, yeah, if you're not well and you happen to get the right doctors to treat you, just be reassured that you're going to be fine. You're going to be just fine. It's when you haven't got the treatments at the beginning and you know, no medication, nothing, that feels extremely horrible. You can't do anything. You cannot do anything. You literally have no energy. Your body is out of balance, basically. So yes, I'm hoping to bring you more updates. I'm very grateful for the NHS service. I'm grateful for the doctors who saw me, the nurses. Everyone was just fantastic. They were just amazing. And yeah, I'm grateful. I'm very thankful to my family, have been so supportive. So for all the prayers, my mom's constantly calling my phone. She just would not stop checking what I'm eating, what I've done and all of that. I'm thankful, very grateful. My kids have been amazing to think they've been really understanding and not try to come up here and look for me. It's just been great. I know it's still early days, but yeah, I know my kids watch my videos. So thank you, babies. You guys have been amazing. And a big thank you to my husband. He's been very supportive and, you know, giving me breakfast in bed and stuff like that. So thank you. I know you're going to miss me, but don't worry, I'll be out before the 10 years. Yeah, thank you to everyone and to all my subscribers. Thank you so much. I know you're all going to be like, where has she been? Where has she been? And you're all going to watch this. But if you know somebody who's probably experiencing any of these symptoms, you want to send this video to them to watch it, they need to seek help. And when they have the right help, they'll be absolutely fine. I will bring you more updates on how I get on. So for now, it is adios. Bye-bye.